There'll be many a Tomorrow People fan sitting around at midnight with a can in their hands of pop.
Now look, you see, suddenly it's been...
Yellowed. But you have to bear in mind it was a week later after you're watching this.
Absolutely.
And most people probably look at it and think their TV sets have gone wrong and try and adjust the colour.
They're probably bashing them on the top now, yes.
This is a good recap, quick.
Yes, you see, good, it's nice.
So I see what you mean. That's very odd because the recap's in colour, but the original wasn't, and it's exactly the same sequence. Doesn't make sense, does it?
It's a post-production effect, obviously. It wasn't a filter.
Yeah.
Anything new to say about the title sequence?
Yes, why has that scaffolding been up there so long? It reminds you of somewhere in Brixton.
You would have thought they'd built something by now, wouldn't you?
You would have thought that, yeah. And why is he in the middle of a honeycomb? Is there something significant in that? Oh, I'm an honeycomb.
There was a popular newsreader at the time called Gordon Honeycomb. I don't know whether there's some kind
I've always been a bit worried about the fist, I must say. Why hasn't Nick just spat out his water out? What have I said?
Hound of the Night.
Oh, that's a good title for a book, that.
Oh, here he is, Phil again.
Who?
That's Philip underneath
the dog
there.
didn't like that.
Oh, you spoiled
I think they must have been... That strikes me as
I
being
remember that. Oh.
Cool Town. How did the Cool Town speak? You know, because they're...
Well, as I say, I don't have no recollection of this at all, so I don't remember.
You're joking?
No, none at all. I've never seen the episode.
We'd only make matters worse. Probably end up having to rescue.
Well, we look forward to your gasps of surprise.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not slurring my words because we've been drinking.
You've been very well behaved today, actually.
Obviously, this planet Peary has oxygen because we've got candles burning away.
Well, it obviously has oxygen because you're breathing.
And it's obviously more yellow outside than it is in, which is quite interesting.
It's making a sound, not even the animals.
Just you.
Someone's turned off the sound effects. You wouldn't be frightened of that, would you?
Not really, no. It's
I
okay.
don't know. I think if your leg was in a man trap, you might. But how come he can get it open all of a sudden? Is he getting it open? How did he manage to do that? You can't get a man trap open.
Write in and complain.
No, come back.
I think he's soiled himself.
I think you would if you saw one of those in the garden.
Yeah.
I can't believe I said that.
Yeah.
That was Peter who said that.
What's wrong with him?
He's
Drunk.
I can't believe they made me dressed like a dog, love.
Having said that, I must say I think my favourite director was Dennis Kirkland. I think he was a very good director.
Well, it was Vic Hughes who did this stuff. Then.
Yeah, but I'm just saying Dennis was a very good director. I'm not talking necessarily about that sequence.
He did this bit, though.
Who?
Dennis
Dennis
Kirkland.
Yes. Vic Hughes produced it, yeah?
Vic Hughes
No,
did
but-
the film stuff, it said.
Oh, all
See, he knew
right.
his close-ups, Dennis Kirkland, I always felt.
Did you slip him a fiver now and again?
Love those rocks. Look at those rocks.
not sure what Peter
They're
slipped in,
really
but,
real, aren't they?
I said I'm not sure what Peter slipped in, I don't know.
I didn't see it with anyone.
Don't you
didn't
think
say
those
that.
rocks are real? I think those rocks are real.
No, they're not.
Why would they put fake ones there?
Chips of polystyrene because they needed to dress it up.
Well, we can't remember where it was filmed anyway, can we? That's the trouble.
Uh-oh.
That was a bit unnecessary.
Is that Philip in there?
She's filling there.
Really?
Could you tell by the style of acting?
He wasn't happy.
It sounded a bit like him, but that...
No, really.
I'm calling my agent.
Just came for us, I had to.
Don't worry, just stand guard. Take ties. We'll soon get his leg fixed up and then go and see what it was.
Stay out of
Yes, I
this
mean,
scene.
this isn't a problem. I've just got to put my hand over his leg and it sort of swells up and repairs itself,
Yeah,
doesn't
but
it?
don't forget. Don't you remember that you've lost your
abilities to
use
we
your
can't.
power?
Have
None
we
of us-
lost all our powers?
Yes, you can't use anything because there's a big anti-telepathy type thing in the pyramid
blocks
on
all
this
our-
planet.
Hold
like
on.
kryptonite.
I'm feeling his wound. Hold on.
Yes, that. He says, "Oh dear, I forgot."
Oh, no.
It's just a
wait minute.
reminder.
All right, hang on. You've seen it, we haven't. Let's listen.
I'm just sitting here being clever now, aren't I?
Get some splints, that's
I've
it.
seen it. I know what's going to happen. Do you know something? You get out of it alive as well.
Do we really?
Yes.
And with our reputations intact,
Well, I wouldn't say that.
if nothing else.
No nonsense, you went in.
Oh, come on, let's go and see what it was.
You go first, Stephen.
What did I say to him?
Something in the bush.
It's probably only a bush.
All right. Oh, yes. Well, she's already gone, isn't she?
Around here somewhere.
Really, really reduced to the mud. Look, there. Oh,
No! Don't shoot!
not again.
That sounds like Tim.
Oh, that should ease the pain, but you won't be able to do much walking for a while. Thanks. For the next few days, you'll have to stay in bed.
And
It conveniently gets him out of the way.
why
doesn't
did they
it?
put...
You'll never guess who it really is.
But that's
But they put his hat back on.
He put his hat back on to scare the hell out of her.
Let's go and scare
Oh,
Elizabeth.
my word.
Timus is my close clone brother.
Close.
I am Dickhead.
If he's a clone, of course,
Dickhead
he's
Timus
not,
Mosses.
if he's a clone, then no one's closer than anybody else, are they?
Oh, bless him. It's not very well fitted. though, is it?
Clones are all, as it says in the Declaration of Independence, all clones are created equal.
Those holes for his ears are not really in the right place, are they?
No.
I think that rubber cap's a bit dodgy looking too. I think I've seen one or
Sad.
two of those in dubious magazines. haven't I?
Dean makes them now.
Yes, you're right, he does.
He does, doesn't he?
So I'm told.
Yes, he makes all the fetish... very good at it as well.
That's where he got the idea. You see, he was corrupted.
How would you
No.
know he's good at it?
I
Corrupted.
was told. He told me, and I agreed.
That's right. So no wonder Elizabeth was able to perform that strapodictomy on him.
It's what he does for a living, I think, now. He makes all those tight bondage stuff.
you've got to
Why
do some-
didn't you mention this before?
Got to
I've
do,
only just popped back into my mind.
Oh.
got to do something to make ends meet.
He's sure he's doing very well, aren't you, Dean?
What's going on? Who's this? Oh, that's the tart again.
That's that
Lydia.
baby.
Safe.
Yes, you're with friends. He rescued you.
They were after me, the Vesh takers.
Are you a Vesh girl?
Oh, she hasn't got a foreign accent. I completely lied.
What was she from? Like,
I think she's from Norwich.
oh,
Narge.
the rest.
They talk like that in Narge,
Yeah,
don't
what's
they?
he wearing now?
I'm a commuter from Narge. He's just done one of those. What's that television hypnotist guy does that? He just touches you and you go, "Zup."
Oh, Paul
McKenna.
Certain burning.
burning.
I can't smell anything.
I think she's Joan of Arc again. She's been hearing voices.
Coulton loved
Oh, they all get tied to posts,
Actually,
don't they?
he actually looks like Richard III, doesn't he? Olivia's Richard III in that outfit, don't you think?
Yes, he does actually. Yes.
Now is the winter of our discontent.
The performance has
can't you?
certain similarities,
Yes.
doesn't it?
Absolutely.
psionic powers.
Well, we call ourselves the Tomorrow People.
Yes. Well, the Vesh are the tomorrow people.
The Vesh.
Because of the radiations
Fruit and Vesh market.
We've got to go and destroy this thing, haven't we?
I think so.
Should we fast forward to that? You've sussed out what to do. We can just
Yeah,
get
we can
on
go
with
and
it.
blow it up.
Can I come too?
But we've got to have Cheggers in yet.
Oh God, he's got to play pop yet.
So the girl's a Periette, is she?
Oh, this is winning. Look at that pose.
Challenge to their authority. So they have taught the Pyrians to hate them.
Well, most saps would hate us if they knew about us.
Well, the Coultons certainly hate the Vesh
Why is it all out of focus?
and are jealous of their
It is, isn't it?
It's just a bit dark.
It's just grainy, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Shot at f1.9, is that what it is?
If it was actually on the DVD, it would be a lot clearer, wouldn't it?
Yes, because we're watching it on
VHS.
And who will sue?
we're
if you're
watching
trying
it
to
on a
suggest-
projector.
appointed by the Coulton years ago.
Now, where's Chris Chattel then? Where's Needback?
Handed on
Good shot from behind the fire, isn't it?
His neck's on fire.
Yes, that's right.
in great splendor.
The burning.
And are rewarded by the Coulton for the number of
It's a very yellow sky.
Often they will burn ordinary people who are not Vesh at all.
That's not fair, is it?
Get some right, get some wrong.
Overcooked the Vesh again, look at that.
Very good.
He's so sharp.
Got a burning
Well,
sensation?
I mean, frankly, one of them's bound to be funny now and again, isn't it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does reel them off.
It's like Airplane. This commentary.
This
Isn't
is
it?
Towering Inferno before
That
they
is.
made the movie.
That is a great set.
Polystyrene.
That is really Richard III, isn't it? Do you think?
It's
Richard III crossed Davy
got a bit of
Crockett.
Heat haze there. That's quite good, isn't it?
No, as I say, I thought Dennis was a really good director, and he treated us with great respect. He treated us as the artistes we were, didn't he, Peter?
I don't
must have
remember.
been quite an effort
I don't
for him.
remember anyone treating me with anything but contempt.
Oh, come. Justifiable.
Yeah,
Yes, that was a bit of a pathetic model because he didn't even bother to address the chroma key behind
they
it.
could have
did
put a bit of grass growing up the walls.
Yeah.
Body has
But they decided that the sky was yellow, didn't they?
It is my guess that the Kultan used some sort of matter transporter to take the victims up to the
Matter transport.
To eat them.
That way they can get their food without arousing the suspicion of the planet's population.
Round the
clever.
ragged rock.
That's not his hair either, is it?
No, he hasn't got any hair, has he?
He hasn't got any hair.
To rule your world in very much the same way.
Well, I think he has a comb across under
I
there.
think Tim's head is as smooth as his balls, aren't they?
Last chicken.
So what are we having here? Some Kentucky Fried Chicken, or is it a flame grill?
It can't get any worse, can it?
Don't watch this and eat.
It's impossible.
If you can, that would save the Vesh. They would get their powers back almost immediately. Pretty positive. Action
Do you do afternoon speeches, Nick, at all?
People just bring it all up again, wouldn't they?
Does it matter now that we're here?
Who would have
Not
believed
really.
that this nice young man who you see...
help you all I can. How far is
That weird handshake of yours.
Well, it's the Roman handshake to make sure you're not armed. I think it's known as the Brixton handshake now. You do that. Just check no one's got a revolver up around. Did you not know that? That's why the Romans did that, to feel if you were armed.
Very, very...
I knew that was the basis of a handshake, but not
But one was if you were wearing a T-shirt.
Well, most Romans did, I think.
Then you wouldn't need to do that.
You see, if only you'd done...
I think we should discuss this some more.
I'm willing.
Yes.
Yes, but are you able?
Are you able? Yeah.
John and I are the only two who have seen the inside of a Kultan pyramid.
Oh, there's a thing about her colour now.
You know that? And we do stand a chance. Forgive me, but are you from the same planet as these others?
Oh, yes, why?
Then there is an interesting variety of skin color amongst your species. But I'm afraid there is no one on Piri with your pigmentation.
He means you can't go because you're black.
Oh dear. I do apologise for that, viewers. I was told to say that. I suppose it's quite direct, really, isn't it?
Yeah, so
I'm quite used to it in the Thames canteen.
It's going to be a dangerous mission.
It's very interesting they decided to make an issue of that.
Dangerous
isn't it?
mission.
I mean, you know, they've not only left her behind because she's a girl, they've left her behind because she's black as
Yeah,
well.
at
You
least
know,
they
it's
said
kind
black. They didn't say she ain't no colours around here.
Oh, look, she's wait.
And now she's going to be scared of her.
Anyway, it's the best. That's the way they used to do things. Is leave the women behind. That's the way it was done.
She's terrified, poor girl.
No,
Here he comes, don't hop along.
Let me.
Wrong leg.
Linda, remember me? I'm Tyson.
I think he's scarier than Liz.
Don't touch the face.
That's a very good sound effect, Nick.
It's squeezing the spots. Have you heard that before?
Sorry, I'm What's your face?
I'm a Vesh like you, Linda, but I come from the stars, from another world.
From the stars, like the Kultan, the great evil ones.
Believe us, Linda, there are Vesh...
I completely made up that thing about the accent, didn't I?
You did?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I'm obviously slightly insane. I did have a bit of a temperature when I watched these before.
Yes. Well, the programme has that effect on you, I think.
Oh, this is when we get done by those silly arrows.
Oh, yeah.
This is hilarious.
I wish I could remember where we filmed. See, that's what I mean when I say there's a total
Sure,
blank in my
Isha.
mind. I do
Isha.
not have a clue where this was filmed.
There was a stately home next to it. I remember that.
Don't worry,
we
you've
used
got
to have
your gun.
the buses used to park and everything there. Someone's grounds, I think, in Isha.
What's that, radar?
No, it's a special directional radio.
Write in and tell us.
Yes, if you recognise that.
That's your back garden.
Patch of green.
Sorry,
what
we
were you
didn't
doing
mean to
there?
film that.
We don't want to know what you were doing there. We just want to know if you recognise that patch of bush there.
Well, if you've got polystyrene boulders in your garden, then that's it. They were polystyrene, I remember that, because they roll down the hill, don't they, at one point?
The very
they?
first story where the motorbike ended up in the drink, that was in Lord Guildford's place. But I don't remember this bit at all.
Worth it. How is she? Sleep again?
I know we did some filming for the Roman stuff in Burnham Beeches, but I don't think that's Burnham Beeches.
She's had plenty to be afraid of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spell your watch.
What?
Shall I take over from you?
Yes.
Well, there was a bit of Jippo talk, was it?
I don't know. What a dreadful gun that is.
Sorry, what did you say there, Pete?
Well, it was, wasn't it? It was Romeo Gippo talk. It was like,
You
oh,
mean-
she,
you mean-
get out there, Larry.
You mean traveller talk?
Traveller talk, yes.
I
Where
think
you
you find that
wallet?
that's a derogatory
In
term.
fact,
You get your wallet out and give me
You mean Romany?
Romany, that's right.
No, the Vesham. No, the Vesham.
Linda, wake up. It's only a dream.
Oh, I was dreaming the Veshhound was after me.
Oh, what's the vision?
She has got a funny accent.
Have Veshhound you started?
No, she just doesn't use.
They are the hounds
Contractions.
that belong to the Vesh taker.
She's
They
very
can
pretty.
smell out a Vesh, and when they do, they howl.
I wonder where she is
That person
now.
is taken for the burning.
It's all right, Linda. You're safe from them here.
A reassuring
That's a bit of a sort
look.
of
Yeah, you're
laugh.
safe. You're totally
Safe. Oh,
safe.
God, we're dead, she says.
Here we go.
I think there are 4 parts to this.
There definitely are 4 to this.
We'll have to have a coffee.
coffee break, yeah.
Yes.
No, of course not. I just thought it'd be a good
A
place to
horse, a kingdom for my horse.
Ooh,
That's a bit of a jump, wasn't it? What happened there?
frame missing from there.
They're doing a bit
It looked
of...
a bit dirty.
Perhaps we try to roll back and mix them then. What am I doing there? Get me tripod out.
I thought I was going to get her
You're
cigarette.
having a sarnie, are you?
I'll see
I hope we don't have to send any messages quickly on that high directional set. It takes
That was
ages.
easy for you to say.
That was
That high directional set.
That was said with as much feelings off. I did, Tim.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this is just a dreary tripod with one of those with a colander.
flower, yeah.
That's actually Keith Chegwin.
Oh, God, so it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, it was. It's a prestige pan. Look, it's just a, isn't it? It's just a cooking pot
Yes.
with 3 knitting needles.
This is their receiver.
Oh, is it? No, it isn't.
Hello?
It's their receiver, and you're trying. I'm not even going to bother to explain, frankly.
Oh, I see. Because we don't have telepathic
Yeah, we have to do
abilities.
it. It's a very old Motorola.
So this is where the catchphrase came from. The world is orange. That's what it is, isn't it?
No, we're making good progress. No problem.
Wow, that comes from nowhere. You just pluck them out of the sky, don't you?
Is it time for his sedative?
Yes, I think yes.
No, that's a very trendy.
here we go.
Oh, hello. Here's the crossbow.
There he is.
There he is.
Look, Keith is Cheggers.
Yep. What was it called? The Golden Shot, wasn't it?
Yes. Oh, yes. Very popular at the time.
So do I get a bolt?
Yeah, we all do.
Oh.
God.
He's going to tell Noel Edmonds. Or Maggie Philbin.
Was Cheggers in the Roman one, or was it just this
No,
one?
it's just this one.
Because I mistakenly said in the Roman one, we laughed ourselves silly because his knickers were showing. Do you remember?
That's right. That was Pete Duncan.
Was it Peter Duncan?
That was Peter
Wasn't it?
Duncan.
So it wasn't Chegwin at all.
No. That's Reg Lie, wasn't it? Remember him?
Strangers on the high path coming this way.
Oh, strangers do have occasion to pass this way, and it is our custom to let them pass unhindered.
But, Father, these aren't ordinary strangers. They carry devices like only the great ones. And the
Oh, he's got a nice Yorkshire accent for somebody in an alien planet, hasn't he?
A great cool town travelling in.
We start being Wookie Freak, don't call all, I'll be bun. Shift plug a dial.
Oh. All that lot to take us on.
Why are they so backward in this planet?
Well, because, you know...
They've been suppressed by this machine.
Yes, well done, Peter. Yes, yes, that's what I meant. Look at the way it's stepping over the camera. Hey!
No, they look, those boulders.
Those boulders. I think you have an unnatural obsession with those boulders.
Yes. When he sees rocks, they seem to have some effect on him.
Oh, don't kick it. You imagine if they bumped into it there.
I know what you're talking about, and I've never tried it.
Here comes Dick again.
What?
Sorry. It's Richard III. Or Richard III.
His bow's not cocked.
And that's not all.
You notice there are only actually 5 of them, and later on they storm the pyramid.
Do they?
And there's only 4 of them by then. They kind of go charging in. Haven't they been this way before? If only you turned round there.
I would have gone run.
You might have increased the pace of the episode.
Yeah.
It's exciting background music, isn't it? It really helps to build
It's
up the tension.
absolutely pouring with rain, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh, yes, you can slightly, yeah.
What, it never rains in Peary?
Well, he mentions the sun's at its highest or something like that.
That's right, we were like bedraggled rats,
bloody-
yes.
Yes, you can see the
Pouring
rain.
with rain.
But they, oh God, yeah, but they would have said to you, it won't show.
Yeah,
And
it won't show, and it didn't. No,
until you
really.
just mentioned. My hair's going.
Well,
a
it
bit,
is there.
My
I mean,
hair's
it's
going a bit.
absolutely pouring
A
down.
bit flat.
That's why, notice Philip's got his head down a bit, hasn't he?
Thanks.
What, did I drop my tripod?
Mm.
Oh.
Hold up a second, will you?
Right.
His hair's really damp.
Now, who's that? Looks
Ismay.
familiar.
Stephen Ismay is who that is. Remember Stephen Ismay?
Yes, he did my buggies in EastEnders as an extra.
Yes. Do-do-diddle-do-do-do-do-diddle-do-do.
Good sound effect.
Robin Hood, riding through the glen.
Quite nasty, that.
It is.
Luckily, it's only a drug.
Actually, it was Will Scarlett who had the crossbow.
That's true.
There's the lovely Lydia again.
Enjoy your home. I'm keeping a lookout so the vegetables.
It's very lovely, isn't she? Said the dirty old man at the back.
Very lovely.
Can I just... I'm sorry to spoil it for you, but this is 30 years ago.
Yes.
She's probably changed a little
Yes.
since then.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know.
Could it ever happen to us, Vashon Piri?
Yeah, she'd be about 50-something now.
God,
Yeah.
truth. No, don't say it like
Just
that.
about right for you then, Nick.
Which star is yours?
It's very blue sky.
No light pollution there.
More stars than there are in heaven was what they used to say about the Tomorrow
Fortune
people.
came to Piri
Did they really say that?
No, I think it came from Cecil B to 16 mil.
and could talk to each other across great distances and travel like spirits around the world.
Yes, Linda. That is
Yes,
so.
Linda. Keep taking the medication.
One day soon, when we've driven the Courtown back to their own star, the Vesh will be able to do those
Excuse
things
me.
again.
I'm glad you have come.
I'm glad we've come too, Linda.
No, no, just keep
Okay.
quiet. Just
Yes,
keep
okay.
quiet.
It was Linda Lovelace, wasn't it?
I find that hard to swallow. Sorry.
Are you receiving me? Over.
Oh, look at that little switch. How cute. Come on. They hear
Can't
voices.
you wait to go later on, Nick?
John, come in if you can hear me. Over.
You were quite right, my son. They are the vile servants of the great Kultan and their evil lackey, the Veg Taker!
Oh, no need for that.
John,
That looked like it had a bit of a Star Trek phaser stuck on the front of it.
over.
Sorry, it's a bit sad of me, that.
They must be slogging on through the night, poor thing.
Slogging on through the night. Oh, here he comes up along.
I was just trying to get John on the radio.
No, not that. Trick's not.
Very thumpy sounding ground, isn't it? We're outdoors.
Very hollow rock there
Yes.
on there.
But they're like the Resistance, aren't they? Keith Chegwin and all that lot.
Yes.
Oh dear, here we go.
What have we here? Vesh scum trying to hide in a cave. Or Vesh for the burning.
Yes, he likes the smell of burning Vesh.
Yeah.
See, we'd only previously seen him in an explanatory sequence.
Exactly. That line at the
Reg
bottom.
Lie, that was him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Reg.
What's that say there? Well, oh, Vesh taker.
Linda.
He's taking the Vesh.
Keith Chegwin, whatever happened to him?
He gets up early, I know that.
Does he?
Film directed by Vic Hughes.
So you've got nothing more to say then?
No.